get into the session. So recording on, just see how we go this morning. It's the usual crowd at the moment, really hoping to get some new faces coming through this forum. But yeah, we're getting lots of action in and around this, so not concerned too much about it. Yeah, Trevor and I have been flat out with various operations. You know about Novid and his Africa business thing. That's looking exciting. He did apologize. He wasn't going to make the meeting today. He's in another meeting, but he said he'll definitely join tomorrow. So that's looking very positive. We struck up a relationship with a crowd called Your Partnerships in the UK that are looking to take their networking operation global as well. So very excited about that. And yeah, and there's another crowd that Trevor and Lee are busy engaging with, also out of the UK, that have a barter exchange setup. So which is a concept that Trevor and I are very, very familiar with. Interesting to see how they're coming to the fore in these days. I mean, when did we launch Trademakers, Trevor? 2005 or something?
I thought it was even further back than that, but it might have been early 2000s, yeah.
2000s, yeah. So concept of leveraging your spare capacity. So you barter, you effectively barter. So Eugene knows a little bit about barter. I think he got into the mode very quickly yesterday. So
yeah, and I actually just want to share it was so user friendly, hey, setting up and everything. I mean, it really was that easy. Yeah, so good. Well done on setting up that platform, man.
Now, Eugene, so thank you very much for that, but I don't have time for compliments, especially after I've given away blooming money here. So you have to pay us back now. You've only put 10% down with your fancy animations or whatever they are. What do you call them? But that testimonial there is worth its weight in gold. So if you just send off to Ivan, please, just exactly as you said it there. Man, I got onto the site. It is so user-friendly. Cannot believe we're going to make hay with that type of comment back from everyone. Testimonials,
no
very
problem.
important.
Yeah. There was just one thing that I wanted to ask under the exhibitors directory, the stalls. When I did choose a category, is it possible to include a design category of some sort?
Yeah, I'll get that up.
Cool. And then also, Trevor, just so that you all know what I am doing in the background, putting some thought into it, I am almost putting together a bit of a mini sales team on my side.
Good.
So, you know, pitching on the common and all of that. So yeah, that's going to slowly start taking off. But I thought that was one way to just incorporate everybody's network, and then also them gaining some return in the process.
So look, I don't even want to tell Dawn and Irene any of this thing, but we're already planning the next event.
Oh, brilliant. Good. I can't wait. Listen, we've got a meeting with Arvin tomorrow morning, Gracie, Arvin and I. He doesn't know yet because I've left it on his voicemail with another little show. So there's lots going to happen.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
When is that meeting, Dawn? Fridays or hectic?
I know. You get my voicemail. You get my voice message.
Okay.
Friday, you're juggling.
Yeah, Eugene, just back to your question about the category. I see there is a category 3D design there. Is there something else you wanted with it?
Oh, sorry. Let me just go back in there. Because I'm on the site at the moment under the exhibitors directory under stalls. And when I go category, no, I don't see anything on my side. Oh, so okay, I see you've gone there. Okay. Okay. No, it's just under the area where you search when you go into the exhibitors stalls.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you go into category, the drop-down list.
Yeah, that's interesting. I wonder why that's such a short list.
Maybe just the numbers come up there. That's, yeah, okay. Or the numbers don't come up there.
Okay, I'll check that one out and see why that's such a small listing there at the moment.
And also what really impressed me was the real-time changes. So as soon as I made a change on anything I did on my side, it's immediately changed on the website, which was really amazing to see, actually.
Good.
You see, look, you can see I'm a copywriter. What really impressed me was, now I forgot what you said.
The real-time changes. So if I made a change on my side with my details, it automatically brought it through onto the site.
Okay. But you just make a note of those and remember them, because as I say, they're worth their weight in gold. What really impressed me was the real-time changes.
Ease of use and real-time changes. There you go. Yeah.
There you go. Very important. Or put it into the chat facility, and Ivan can pick it up from there and save it for us.
Okay.
Okay, so there's 2 testimonials you owe us now. Okay, but I'm really liking the idea that you put in a sales team together, because the type of impression and the type of input that you're giving, Eugene, is what we're getting from everyone else. And it astounds me that because I'm a non-techie player, so I had full expectation that this stuff was all over the world. And people were telling us, yes, these things are all over the world. But you know what? They might be all over the world, but no one else seems to know about them. So this market is just ready for the taking for us. And all you got to do is get the message out, let people see it, and they come back. I'm really impressed with the ease of use, and what else did you say? Real-time something.
Real-time changes. Yeah.
Okay. Now, Eugene, I see a change of logo. Is there some meaning in that logo or that decal that you've got up there that we've got to interpret?
Yeah,
I was thinking the same thing.
This whole process actually inspired me quite a lot. You know, it's kind of, it's inspired me to just relook at things and make it a bit more fun and just change, you know, what I do and who I am, to put myself into the actual work that I do. Because I like fun stuff. I like simple and fun stuff. So yeah, I was just playing around with things, and yeah.
Okay, so you tell me what you mean there, and then I'll tell you what I see.
Say again.
You tell me what you mean in that little decal. What is it? What does it describe for you? And
okay, so my nickname, ultimately, I've had it for years since I was a lighty, has always been Genie. So all my friends have known me as Genie, and sometimes I don't even respond to my name, just because I got so used to it. So it's always been, you know, when I went on my own, was to create something around that. And I can't really grow a goatee. It's more like bum fluff. So on the Genie, I had to put some real hair there as an avatar.
Yeah. I see it now. I see it now, what you've described. Okay.
An Aladdin type genie, is it?
Yes, yes, yeah. So it's just like a silhouette of a genie.
Okay. So I saw a flame, I saw a guitar plectrum, and then I saw a white butt.
You know, Tima, you and I have got the same mind. I promise you, I saw a flame and I saw the butt. So lighting the fire under your butt. See, that's how I saw it.
I always believe, always mess with their minds, eh?
I think you hit the nail on the head, Eugene. As long as you're generating discussion and thought around your logo, you've done your job.
Yeah. Well, yesterday when I was, you know, it also challenged me when I was registering and all of that. You know, I did a bit of research in some of the areas, and it was quite interesting how what really attracts attention is simplicity, but also something that where people want to know more about a product or what you're trying to convey. So rather get people talking about it, whether it makes sense or not. That's always the aim, eh?
Less is more.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but I see clearly you've got a cleft chin, and I've got to revise my butt thinking. Eh? But I can see the genie from Aladdin, I must say.
Yeah.
All right, so Gracie, what's happening in your part of the world?
Nothing much, quite frankly. I think yesterday for me was quite a busy day. We did send out our newsletter, which went out to about 20,000 folks. We did include the event in the newsletter. If you got it, I'm sure you might have received it. Hopefully we can get traction through that. And yeah, I'm looking at what the Facebook page for the Four Ways Chamber is doing, and I'm just sharing on my end, just adding my links just to see what kind of traction we can get. Yeah. So my black symbol is all about the protests and in support of Black Lives Matters. Yeah, if you're wondering why I'm not showing my image, for that matter.
When you're talking about your black symbol, you're just saying this Zoom, you haven't developed something that I'm not seeing yet.
No.
Okay, you're pulling my leg.
We can't all go black now. We won't have anyone to see, Grace. But we agree with you. But I'm not. If we all have black screens, we'll just hear our voices.
That's on my end. But I'm saying stronger together.
Cool.
Good.
And then, Ivan, just a word from my side as well. I was speaking to one of my colleagues that was in the industry a while ago, Carmen Bartman. I chatted to Dawn about it yesterday. She was hoping to come onto the Zoom meeting this morning, but she had some other errands that she had to run, so she'll be on tomorrow. Why I was trying to get her on is because she's quite big into the African market with regards to exhibitions and things like that. So I was hoping that her and Grace could maybe touch base. So yeah, she did say to me she'd be on tomorrow. So let's hope that she does come on.
Okay, great. Good. The more the merrier.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And I see only Dawn caught my support of Grace here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I also just want to share with you that the people that we are talking with that have got huge databases and that are excited about us, we have responded to each and every one of them that we are 100% committed to actually making deals with them. So there is not a party that we will not deal with. And so if they have the same goodwill, the same ability to deal in good faith, we'll make things happen like that. So I'm hoping someone like Novid and his team will start thinking about very quickly, because we've gone back to them to say, hey, we love the fact that you've got 98,000 businesses in your network. We love the fact that you actually want to collaborate with us. Stop talking, let's start going. And we've made certain that all of us can only say yes, just to give you an indication. Now, all we need are 10 individuals like that. And as Ivan mentioned, we're in discussion right now with 2 others. In fact, Ivan, you sent the confirmation letter away to one of them.
Yeah.
And I'm doing that later on when we get a break. Plus, we're on to a UK networking event, I believe, at 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock, yeah.
Okay, so that's a big event. And each time we get onto those events, it keeps us awake for the next 3 weeks, trying to just sift out the opportunities that are available. Let me tell you, the UK is hungry to do business. Eh?
Yeah.
hungry to do business. And I must say, they like the way that we deal.
Yeah, it's very exciting, Trevor. There's so many opportunities. And once we get this ball rolling, it's just going to go. I know too. I mean, we know this platform is amazing.
Yeah. Well, look, so my role is to bring on the 32 speakers in the next, now, so the end of this week, I actually collect who all the speakers are, and I've got 2 weeks to bring them on board, but I don't want to wait for the 2 weeks. I've got to have them all now committed within the next couple of days. So
how many have you got?
Unlimited number of speakers.
I know, but I know that, well, there's a few that have.
No, my target is 32. Dawn, do I hit targets or don't I?
Of course you do.
Exactly. So 32 will come on board.
Not 20x for nothing.
And 100 exhibitors. And I'd like those 32 at least to also be exhibitors at the same time. So
it's 32 times 20, hey?
Thank you very much. But, you know, talk is cheap, Jeannie. Where's my little, let me have, I got a bottle here. Out pops the genie. Yeah, no, listen, it's fun, it's exciting, and it's proactive. What are these other people doing? Yeah, please, Dawn, find 10 other people in our network here, just locally, that are proactive and doing 1,000% better than what we're doing, because we'll jump onto what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man, if they're anywhere near what we're actually doing, I want to be on their projects. ASAP.
Well, listen, next year, this time, this is going to be booming, and you know how quick a year is. So,
yeah.
It's always tough in the beginning when you start something new. It doesn't matter what it is. If it's any business, it's always hard in the beginning. Yeah. But once you get that rolling and you just believe in it, it's awesome.
Without a shadow of doubt. No, I mean,
none of us are quitters, you know.
The discussions I was on this morning, I mean, you know, we're in the Wisdom's operation. We're going after 1 million people at $1 a month. You've heard us with that. We've been pushing forward. You've got to see the team. You've seen Alex is involved in this stuff. Man, the meetings that we actually have and making certain that we push things forward, these are big things. There's nothing small about the things that we're doing. And we've got, between Ivan and myself and Lee, we've probably got about 50 to 70 balls in the air, or am I undercounting at the moment?
I didn't think you could get past 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's, and you know what? So we've got to take snap decisions, go ahead. We've got to be proactive. We've got to be about abundance. There's no room for a no. If you don't believe in yourself, you know, don't come along to us.
Yeah, then leave.
Yes, yeah. If you believe
There's
in yourself,
the door.
Thank you very much. A virtual door. Open it, Dawn. In fact, Ivan will tell you a funny story about the door that is behind me. He knows where I am here. Ivan, you want to tell them a story, and then we'll get out of here because I want to get to the next meeting.
Which story is that? The one time you nearly threw me out, that one?
Yep. How many of you seen disappear out of this door?
No, for sure. Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, people come in there with their funny stories, and Trevor shows them the door very, very quickly. But yeah, the one time I came in there, we were busy developing a business concept for somebody, and we were talking about, you know, giving away 15%, maybe 20% in equity, and you know, to make this project really work. And I came through there, and I said to Trevor, "No, you've got us all wrong. To make this thing really work, you've got to give away 90% and only keep 10%." He tried to show me the door there, but realized very quickly that I was actually right on that particular concept.
Okay, smart thinking. Yeah. Smart thinking. But the threat of the door actually works, because it makes them justify and bring out their numbers very quickly. No, but and the point being, we don't have time to mess around. If you don't have the confidence in who you are, what you're about, and what you can contribute, that's where I like the genie. If he can just fix his butt there, it'll be fine. But I like
shaving
the genie.
I'm shaving it tomorrow.
I see. Okay. And you take a decision. You know how good you are. You show people how good you are, and then people will want to work with you. You know what? It comes back, Ivan, if I can just say. Now I'm going to go into storytelling mode, so you better cut me down. But Zig Ziglar actually brought it up. He turned around for about 60 odd years of his speaking career, because I think he passed away at age 84. And he was a dominant speaker for about 60 odd years. And he talked about the most common response that he got back from people, especially budding entrepreneurs. And they didn't talk entrepreneurs in those days. Everyone wanted a job. What people were telling him was this type of concept. They wanted to go to the oven, and they would open the empty oven and turn around and say, "Oven, give me a loaf of bread." And the oven didn't give them a loaf of bread. And his point was, listen, if you want to get a loaf of bread out of that oven, you've got to put something inside it first. And that most people have it completely wrong. And the genie had it absolutely right for me. He turned around, he went to the oven, that was Ivan. He went to Ivan, and he put something into it. And now look what he's got. A team going out there because he put something in. And we recognize that. And that's how people should actually work with concepts and with players like this, because we don't have time to waste. Okay, we look for the people who actually put something in, they invest of themselves, they can see an opportunity and grow. We work with those individuals on a national scale. Now, did that story come across to you, Dawn? It did. Irene?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm a masterful storyteller, but you must listen to Ziglar actually tell it. It's a fantastic story. But now we're going to move on, because I want to get to this UK network. There might be another 10 major players in there that want to play with us now.
Wow.
Because
awesome. Awesome. And then Ivan, just come back to me on that voice note I left you and let me know.
Will do.
Thank you. Chat to you tomorrow.
What's adamant she wants that meeting, Ivan?
That is Grace.
And Grace, I keep missing going back to Grace because of the blank screen. I'm obviously talking to people where I see images. So even the genie, Grace, you must put up a little picture like the genie does, but please don't put the cleft butt up. A little picture in the background, and then I know that I can actually chat to you. Listen, fantastic talking to you guys. We must move on to that next network. 32 speakers I've got to get on board, 100 exhibitors. You guys go ahead confidently. The game is on.
Awesome. Thank you.
Game on.
Have a good day, everyone.
Take care.
Bye.
Cheers. Bye.